a new type of setup for me. Basically, like what I want to do is I'm gonna show you how I use Presonus, and I use Studio One, and I have a membership to it, so I'm getting the livest, the most up to date Studio One. My name is Prodigy Music Man, by the way. I've been a musician for a very long time. Been making beats since I was like 13 years old, back in middle school, and I'm really old now. So, but I've had a lot of history in the music industry, and I've done a lot of different things. But one of the things I wanted to show you guys was what does it look like when somebody's actually making music and doing something from scratch. I know that a lot of people today use different types of programs and things like that in order to make their music and things like that. I remember back when Pro Tools was new, so that's pretty dope. But for me, what I want to show you is I want to show you how my brain works, and I want to walk you through especially how to use Personas because they're an American company and I really like their product. I think it's undersold. So I'm going to go ahead and get this thing popping off real quick. Let me go ahead and just start with a blank slate, and I'll walk you through what I'm trying to do. So today, I'm going to be creating a lo-fi beat. A lo-fi beat is basically like one of those beats you hear, like chill hop and stuff like that. The genre of lo-fi is pretty much in line with chill hop, so it's pretty much that same type of a thing. And my setup is pretty simple. So real quick, my setup is I've got a Panamera. I've got a Panamera P6. This is one of my favorite keyboards. I'll move the touchpad out the way. It's got 12 touchpads right here, and it also has a bunch of faders and knobs and stuff like that that do interact with Presonus. So you can actually get a really cool Presonus vibe with this. It's also got some sliders here on the left for doing different volume controls and everything else like a normal keyboard does. This was a huge buy for me when I bought this, and it was not cheap, but it was a dream of mine to have a keyboard that I can just literally press pause and start. I can record with it. I can loop with it. I can set the click on. I can do so many different things with this keyboard. So this is a very dope keyboard. So I want to make sure you guys know about this because I'm not sure if I'm not sure of the status of this company, but Nectar makes a very dope keyboard. So this is a 61 key keyboard. Like I said, it's got 12 drum pads and a whole bunch of sliders. It's kind of the ultimate thing for me. I like it. I like the reaction of it. I can change between different sounds. Hopefully it works. Yeah, there it goes. This is Mellotron right here. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. Now let's go ahead and switch back, and I'm going to show you Presonus because Presonus is something that a lot of people probably don't talk about, but they really should. Presonus is my DAW of choice. This is the my favorite DAW now. I started out on Cubase, but now I'm really loving Presonus. And one of the things I like about it is that the flow is working for me. I don't have any creative hangups with it, and it's very simple to just create a groove and go. A lot of programs don't do that for you. Cubase kind of got slacking a little bit, but the guys at Persona, or the people at Presonus, really stepped up and they developed a really good music production software that I like. I really enjoy producing in this. Now, one of the things I like about it is their stock sounds are very clean, it's very good, but the overall controls, at least for me, are very intuitive. Coming from somebody who came from Cubase, it works. It works better than Cubase to me for making music. And I like it better than Machine as well. The other thing too, I didn't use Fruity Loops, but a lot of people use Fruity Loops, and that's kind of how their thing is. So let me show you one of their embedded sound samplers. This is the drum sampler. This is called Impact, and what's cool about Impact is that it's got a bunch of different sounds here. Nothing's working. That's freaking great. Oh, I'm on the wrong instrument, duh. Okay, let's go here. Right. I know that was loud, but this one right here is pretty dope. It's got different banks. I don't think this one has too many different sounds with the different banks. It's got samples in here on the second bank. It's pretty cool. You know, you got your basic stuff. You got your pitch control. You got your filter, your amplitude, things like that, which is just controlling your different drives, essentially, right? Your left, right drives and things like that. But I like it. It's a really simple drum VST. I'm gonna call it a VST. I'm not sure if what the official name of it is. I know VST was kind of a Cubase thing, but I'll call it a VST. This is what I'm gonna call it, and this is how we're gonna rock with it. The next thing I want to talk about is the fact that I've got probably I've been working with this application for about 6 months now, right? I'd say really 6 months. My whole setup is pretty different than it used to be. It's kind of like a dream setup, and it's funny. It's like you work with when you don't have anything, you work with a lot of things and you figure out ways to make it work. But as you progress in your life and you kind of get more things, you kind of like, well, I always wanted this, and then when you get it, you don't use it as much as you would like to. But it's all good. We're gonna figure this thing out. We're gonna make it work out. We're gonna definitely take the most out of it. My monitor, I'm actually running on an OLED right now. You can't see it. Let me see. I'll turn this around just a little bit. Actually, no, I won't. So I'll show you the OLED one day. But basically, it's like a 55-inch OLED in front of me. I'm running everything in 4K. The stream is in 4K, but it's streaming to you guys in 1080p. So we're gonna rock it like this. Anyway, let's go ahead and get something started. I want to start with like a template because I don't want to start from scratch. Because why would you start from scratch when you can get a groove going? So let's go ahead and just close this. We're gonna close it all. I did create like a lo-fi template. Basically, it's just a simple boom bap, nothing too crazy. Yeah, go ahead. I know. Just go ahead and load it up. It's got like Mellotron in it. Mellotron is a really dope VST. Matrix is dope as well. That's in what is it called? Arturia sound. I think that's the name of the company, Arturia. This is a DX7. DX7 is something that was like a famous keyboard from the 80s. Oh, see, this is messed up. This isn't even the right sound. So I gotta like figure out what is this. Did I save this? Oh, okay. Let's delete all of this because this doesn't need to be here. Purged. And then this one for sure. Delete it. Don't need that. Let's save this again because I don't want to mess up my template, y'all. The template's pretty simple. It's really just we'll break it down piece by piece. Overall, this is how it sounds. Let's talk about the sounds real quick. So this one right here, just a boom bap from Impact. You can see it. Nothing too crazy, right? It's just pretty straightforward. So when you're making music, you want to keep it as simple as possible. You don't want to overcomplicate it because the most important part of making music is the groove. And you don't want the technology to get in the way of how you feel. You want how you feel to be translated onto whatever painting surface you're using. And my painting surface for this is this DAW. That's what I'm doing. So let's talk about like why I chose this. It's not super duper lo-fi. It's not, broken down into like a lower bit rate, but it's dirty enough. Boom, pap, boom, pap, boom, pap, right? Let's talk about the hi-hat. Hi-hat's pretty simple. I got a reverb on it. Let's see, is it in here? I don't know where I put the reverb at. I'll probably put it on one of these sends because you can send it to different channels. So let's go ahead and take this out because one of the most important parts of lo-fi is this. The vinyl effect. It's got to sound kind of like a record's playing, even though to me everything sounds too smooth. But it's got to sound like a record's playing to give you that vibe in the background. So it's kind of dope. So we'll work on that. The BPM for this is, what's my BPM? 72 beats per minute. We'll work off this to be like our beginning. Matter of fact, I'll take the hi-hats out just to keep it even simpler, right? Let me show you how simple it is to get started with a groove. And what we'll do is we'll actually go with, let me see, do I have a whirly? I do have a whirly up. Let's see, where's my whirly at? Let's call this whirly. We'll call this whirly. And this is another VST that I love a lot from Arturia. It's the electric piano plugin that they have. It's got a lot of cool sounds for this one. Simple little triads sound really good with this one, so I like it a lot. Nothing really to like complain about with it because the sound is just so good out of stock. Like, you see how like you can just get a really good dope vibe with it. That's cool. I am going to skip this though, and let's see. Maybe we can like come up with something. Actually, you know what? Let's just see what they got on here. So this is mid-range one. I like that a lot. I'm gonna go a little bit out of my comfort zone and go with something I've never tried before. I got the volume control just in case it's funky, too funky. Let's see. All right, let's do something major. Yeah, we can do that. That's cool. The keys that I'm playing, I know people don't break down keys, but the keys that I'm playing are C major 7, and I'm going all the way up to the 4, which is the F major 7. You have C, D, E, F. It's about as beginner as you can get when it comes to major 7. So let's go ahead and rock this. I'm going to actually cut me a loop real quick. And sometimes with this program, it doesn't actually do a good job of showing you the progression tab as you're streaming live. So, I'm sorry, as you're playing it back in 4K. There was a bug with this particular version, and I haven't upgraded to the latest version because I really haven't been down here working on this in my home studio. Uh-oh. Don't want that to cut out. That's not good. Don't know what that was about. All right, so let's go back here, and we'll use the nectar. Okay. Interesting. Okay. We're gonna go with a C major 7. I'm gonna hit it on the next turn around. Here we go. Here we go. That's it. Nothing crazy. Let's keep it simple. I am probably not gonna quantize that. Yeah, that's pretty good. I'm not gonna trip on that. That's pretty legit. And what I'm looking at is I'm looking at my keystrokes on my keyboard, and for the most part, they're all on beat in the beginning. So I want that kind of like fallen sound. I don't want it to sound too polished. Let's see what it sounds like right here. Oh, I missed the C actually. All right, here's a little trick. So because I missed C, I gotta make it or replay it, but I don't want to replay it. That replaying is gonna take forever. Let's just copy it, put it over here, and we'll drag it over here. Oh, come on. There we go. That's dope. Cool. We're going to duplicate this. Let me fix my loop real quick. My loop's jacked up. I'm starting on like the 6. I should be starting on like the 5. And I'll delete these. And I'll move these over. Not a big deal. It's a pretty simple boom bap. That's the thing about those. You can do a lot with these just to make up with them. All right. All right. So here we go. All right, cool. All right. Cool. We need a bass. I know it sounds simple, but something like that will actually go a long way for getting you into the groove of this song, and it will definitely help. So I'm gonna go ahead and start on the 9 so I can record it on the 5. I gotta delete that last one. So the last one kind of sucked. That's fine. The first 2 sounded good. We'll dupe those. Cool. We got our little basic bass line, right? All right. So now we want to add a little bit of like layer, a little bit of texture to this. Let's see what we can do with the Matrix. Matrix is a pretty cool plugin from Arturia and I think Arturia. And let's see what we can do with it. I think something like this kind of calls for like a arpeggiated sound, something like this. Oh, that's loud. You see how that works? You just walk it down. You literally take it down. So that's what we'll do. We'll walk this one down. Let me go ahead and start from the beginning because I get like my pre-roll going. Yeah. I already know what I'm going to do with this. I'm just going to start with this C right here. And I'm going to walk it all the way down like I want to. Here we go. To the F. To the lower C. And what we'll do is we'll take that and we will actually, let me quantize this. Quantize Q. That's a pretty reliable key. You need that key. If you don't know which key quantize is, always find a quantize key if you're playing something live. We'll go ahead and save this as a different sound because I'm already messing up. I'm messing up my template. We'll call this one, we'll call this beat LoFi YouTube Live. We'll call it Virgin because it's my first YouTube Live. So we'll call it the Virgin beat. Let me go ahead and get this popping though. And let's see. So we'll play it back, see how that sounds. Let's take those drums down just a little bit. I like that. What's up, Ash? Shout out to my wife. She's amazing. I love you. If you guys like this, I'll make this like a weekly thing. Let's throw some hi-hats back in here though. See how these sound again. That's too loud. This is loud. Oops, I'm on a channel. Let's get that off. There we go. Yeah. Oh, the say word, the hi-hat's your favorite? That's what's up. So I am going to add a little bit more flavor to this. Let's see. Maybe I'll throw like a flute sound in there. I don't know what the Mellotron is on right now. It's on pianos. Let's change it to flutes. Strawberry Fields. Strawberry Flutes is dope. That's named after a Beatles song. So let's see what that sounds like. I don't hear nothing. Oh, okay. I like that. Let's just record it. Ooh. Bring this down to volume. There we go. I like that. That's dope. It's just a little loud. So there's ways to fix that. You could throw a compressor on that, or you could just I'm gonna split that. I'm gonna split that. I like that. I like that breakdown, but I'm gonna split that. So where's my damn it. Right here. Boom. Okay. Oh, actually, you know what? Let me make sure that's on the beat. That might not be on the beat. Okay, it's on the beat. Cool. Let's make all these on the beat. They're very arpeggiated. I don't even know what this one is. I don't know what that one was supposed to be. Let's delete it. Because I don't know. I don't like ghost notes that have no purpose. They kind of bother me a little bit. Let's just see what this sounds like. This part right here. This one part. And we'll probably take the matrix out. Ooh, that's sick. I like that. Oh, I'm missing something. Okay. Not a problem. Not a problem. Not a problem. Here's what I'll do. I'll take that. I'll put this F here, and hopefully it will paste where I want it to go. I like that. Yeah. That's cool. See, this would be a dope part where like a sample could be playing, like some type of a vocal sample or something like that. So what we'll do, since I like this part so much, I'm actually going to take this and I'm going to pull it out and move it away from where I'm currently working on right now. And the whole point of that is that, let me count this. Got 4, we got 8, we got 12, and we got, I got lost play. Okay. The whole point of that is you want to create a different sound in a different place. And I want to break it down where it's got some places to breathe. I don't want the track to be too crowded all the time. I don't really like this part here because it kind of gets clouded into everything else. But what we're going to do is keep it here. Let's see how this goes. That's dope. I don't love that too much, but we can make that faster. So let's go. Let's figure out what's going on here. Let me move this up a little bit. It's too quick. It sounds too unnatural. All right, cool. I don't want to go too crazy on the Mellotron. I just want to use it for like texture. It's a great texture instrument. Like, listen to this, guys. It's a dope instrument. All right, so let's see what else I got here, because that's pretty much all I really need to do to make a lo-fi beat. And I can add different sections. Let's make a goal, right? Because I don't have a goal right now, but let's make a goal. Let's say like I want to do. Let me make sure this is not getting unplugged because I feel like it might be. Let's make a goal. A goal could be like, say I want to do 4 sections for this beat and I want to loop it continuously. Because what I haven't told you is that my goal for this is actually to create a channel in which I have my music streaming all the time, and I can actually make some, just basically put my stuff out there, because I've got so much music that you guys have never ever heard and you'll never hear because I don't really have a purpose for it. But like a streaming radio station would be a great place to put something like that. So that's where this type of stuff is going to go. And I'm going to put some of my older things on there too, just so that you guys can hear some of the things that I've done that you probably never hear, and that for copyright reasons, I couldn't release it in other ways or make money off of it, but I could definitely do it here on YouTube in a radio format. But let's get back to this. So I'm going to mute the Mellotron, and I'm going to bring back I'm going to keep the Matrix muted. I'm going to bring this back in pieces so that I can hear what this actually sounds like. And anybody who's joining the live stream, please go ahead and hit me up in the chat. I'm looking at the chat right here on my iPad, you know what I'm saying? So appreciate you watching. Again, this is just the basic beat with the sound effects in the background. Really subtle sound effects. You can't really hear them too much. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's add the whirly in here, like we had it before. Okay, I like that. Now, my whirly is right now, it's in the middle. I'm gonna use the Nectar Panamera P6 to pan it a little bit, and you'll see kind of how I do it. Let me see if this is the right one. Yeah, this is it. We're just moving it over to the right. Give it a little bit of space. Because when I add the matrix back in, you'll see the matrix actually needs some more space as well. Oh, that's not the mute for that. This is, where's the mute for the matrix? I have to figure out where my keys are again. It's all good. Oh. So the matrix has a really good pad. Let me single that out for you so you can actually hear that a little bit better. Can you hear that? I like that. Let's solo it. Oops. Soloed the wrong thing. Let's go to the matrix and solo it. Actually, let's build it up. One thing I like to do too is just build up the beat using the sounds. Nothing but just melodic sounds. So that way you can kind of tell, regardless of the beat, whatever you got going on percussively. I didn't even notice that the whirly has noise effects in it right now. I'm gonna cut that off actually, because I don't like those. So noise off. Oh shit. There we go. Oh, it's the pedal. Okay. I like that. Cool. Now let's make another part. This is dope by itself and everything. Let's move this over here. Actually, let's double all this stuff so we can have like another section for it. You can kind of build this stuff up like you would like a machine. You don't have to like just use machine. So as a matter of fact, I like this a lot to the point where I want like a separate section where it's just literally, it's just, come on. This is not looping right. Let's stop this for a second. I want a separate section where it's just melodic. I don't want any beats and stuff like that. And I'll go back and I'll dice this up and I'll arrange it to where the beat has its own little section. So I think in this song the melody is more important than the beat. So what I'll do is I'll start the song off with one of these. I'll probably start it off with the Whirly and the Matrix together. So let's go ahead and slide these over and say, okay, this is going to start the song. We'll get rid of these. I don't need these anymore. Delete this. I could have kept that hi-hat just but we'll start it off like this. Let's see how it goes. I'll mute the Mellotron and play. Okay, so that's the Matrix. The Matrix sounds cool, but let's make sure we add that. I don't think I need the Matrix here. Let's just delete that. I think the Whirly by itself would sound good. Okay, so the Whirly is dope, but it sounds too dry. Let's go ahead and throw a verb in here, and let's see how this sounds. We need more. Yeah, there we go. There we go. That's dope. Okay. So what I just did right there, what I just did is I moved the Matrix over to the left to give it a little bit more space. So when you hear it, it's going to sound better. Also, I added a nice built-in reverb to the Whirly to give it more space. So the reason why, just to be real honest with you, the reason why I went with the built-in effects for this, which is the mix verb, is because the latency on a built-in plugin is much lower than a third-party plugin. What is a third-party plugin? That would be something like a Waves plugin or anything else like that. So Presonus has really good built-in plugins, and one of my favorite Waves plugins is the H reverb, and it's dope, but it also is very intensive. I also have another plugin by Native Instruments, which I can't remember what it's called right now, but I think it's called, I don't remember what it's called, but it's pretty good too. I think it might be this one, RC24 or 48. They're fine, they're cool. But I mean, I love the sound of the waves, but I feel like the mixed verb sounds really good. So that's why I went with the mixed verb on this. So let's go ahead and play that again. We'll solo that out so you can hear it. I'll take it off. Sounds dry. Right? Put it back on. Dope. Okay, yo, shout out to the people who are watching the chat right now. So we'll add the Matrix back in. I like that. This is just in C major 7. It's nothing crazy. It's just keeping it simple, y'all. Notes matter a lot in this. So let's go ahead and add the bass back in. Make sure it... Remember, the bass that we selected for this was very simple. It wasn't anything that was crazy. It's the DX7, and I didn't even change any settings to this. So this is kind of like the bass that kind of I started. I'm gonna cut this. I'm going to put this down a little bit. It's a little too. Let's figure out what that. There we go. It's a little too much tack there. I try to use all the processing within the VSTs to keep the processing simple. That's how you can stretch out like a lower performing computer and really get it going. This is a Ryzen 7 though, so it's not a low performing computer at all. But when I add more stuff to this, you'll see it's going to get tight, and I want to keep my latency as low as I can. And right now I'm running at 96 kilohertz, so we'll take this hi-hat out and see how this sounds. I like that. Okay, so one thing I'm feeling with this song is that I can rock with this song without the hi-hat. The hi-hat is just like a really extra thing that I can put in there, but I need that sound effect that I have right here, this final sound effect. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna build a section here where I've actually don't have that sound effect in there, and so you see I have this little drop. I love that. Let me keep this and build another section here. And I don't think I'm gonna have all that stuff going at one time when I have I'm not gonna have the Mellotron in there when I'm have the hi-hats out. The matrix will be there. Let's listen to this real quick just to see what it sounds like. Come on, give me come on. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. That's pretty good. That's pretty simple. Remember, this is just two notes. C major, F major, which is a 4 of C major. And I'm just going down. And I'm going down. So that's how you can take two notes and make a full song. It sounds really good. Now we're not gonna do the most, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna add different textures back into this. Remember how I had this section over here? So that's my like ride out section. And that's, to me, I think like a rapper because I'm a rapper. I was a rapper. I don't rap as much anymore, but you know, releasing records, making productions with rap music, especially like boom bap rap music, you kind of realize you need to give the rapper space to do what they do, especially with the lo-fi beat. It's not about overproducing, it's about keeping it simple. So let's see what this section sounds like. I think this is pretty much with the hi-hat. And I would say this is the chorus. All right, so that's cool. I'm gonna delete this. I don't need this here. And then what we'll do is, oh, I didn't even have the whirly in that. Wow, let me hear that again. Oh, it doesn't need the whirly or the matrix. Yeah, that's dope. Okay, stuff like that. So I heard it in my head and I moved it to the side. And because I moved it to the side, I ended up capturing something that was a thought that I knew I was going to come back to later. And it actually sounds really good. So now I'm going to go back and I'm going to look for some more pieces that I've already created. And like I said, I've already pretty much played all this stuff. So nothing really crazy is going to come out of this. I'm not going to ride with the bit, bap, and just the bass, but I can definitely play that to see what it sounds like. To me, that's too boring. I need something there. I have this section here, which I love. That's a basic breakdown. It's got the bass in it. The bass is very simple. I'm not going to overdo the bass in this song. It's a lo-fi beat. There's no reason to just kill the bass in this. Let's see what it sounds like. I don't really like that Mellotron sound, and Let's play another part. Let's play another part here. So we'll do something new here. Let's just see what this sounds like. Okay, what's my DX7 doing right here? Oh, is this the Top Gun sound? Nah, it's not the Top Gun sound. They made the Top Gun. Dun, 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 dun. That sound that was with this keyboard, this Yamaha keyboard. Let's find something different. Sure. We can rock with it. Well, that's funny. That's not on the right channel. Let's go down here. There we go. Okay, what we got? Okay. That's not too bad. So if we can play around with something in the C chord. Let me show you the keys real quick. I think this is all C major. Oh, sometimes that happens. You press record and you just blip it. Okay, let's that sucks. Let's just start on the 23rd and we got it. We got it. We be all right. I like that. A little offbeat joint. That's cool. Let's go. Yep. Mm-hmm. As a matter of fact, I could, if I wanted to, get fancy with this one, because I'm pretty sure the Matrix is not playing major sevens, so I could probably play something jazzier. Like, let me see. Yeah, I like that. So that essentially what that is. Let me play the octave down. Play it higher. Let's see. Let me show you what I'm doing. So this is a C major 7. Let me see. Can you see this? Right? Okay. I'm going to take this and I'm going to invert it, right? And I'm basically going to take the 5 and I'm going to play it down here, right? So now I've got this, which is my, actually, my 9. I'm going to take my 9 and I'm going to bring it down here too. So I have my 1, 3, 5, and 9. I'm going to play it together here. It's going to give me a different sound, like, instead of this. This is more of a jazzy arrangement of the chord. And a lot of times you see this used in, like, neo soul. So that's really where that kind of comes from, is just taking something and moving keys around and grouping them together to give them pretty cool harmonics. So let me play around with that. I'm going to give it a little bit of meat, and I'm not going to think about it. I'm just going to start on the 23. We're going to press play, and we're going to record, and I'm just going to hit this C major 7, second interval, and see how it goes. Here it goes. Dope. You see how that works? Keeping it simple. Keeping it simple. If I had overthought that, I would have never got that down like that. I'm gonna duplicate this one. Keep it separated. Now I got one groove. And I actually like that after the pause in the beat. Yeah. Don't forget this part right here. Yeah. Very colorful. All right, let's play it from the beginning and see what we got. I got some blank space here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna rock this one a little bit longer. Let's keep that bass going because I like that bass. Actually, you know what? We'll drop it. What are we gonna drop the bass out at? We'll drop the bass out right here. Keep it going until here, and then we'll switch it back up. Definitely with the arpeggiated sound, and let that. We'll double this a few times to see how this sounds. Okay, cool. And let's see from the beginning what we got. Turn that down. It's kind of loud. Okay, it's a little loud. Okay. Oh, I'm in the loop. Duh. You gotta remember you're in the loop when you can't see the cursor. And I'm on 27. You gotta fix this bug, man. I can't see my cursor, but I know I'm about to hit 37 in a second. Okay, here we go. I like that. Cool. All right, that's dope. I'm not going to do any more to that. I'm going to go back on this, and what I'll do is I will actually arrange this into I'll probably aim for like a minute and 30 second loop, and I'll loop it probably like four or five times, and I'll have an intro and I'll have sort of an outro. Basically, the outro won't be too different than the intro, but yeah, that's pretty much what I'm gonna do with the beat, and then I'm going to probably have the beat be as long as maybe 5 minutes and 5 to 6 minutes, and I'll throw that into my other songs and have that be part of my radio station. So that's the first beat tonight. I want to go ahead and close this out because this is really my first time doing this. So I really want to say thank you for those who did join. And I'm gonna work on trying to get this whole situation better. I'm gonna work on trying to make sure everything is sounding good and sounding crisp. But so far, I'm pretty happy with how things are going. I mean, I literally have tons of stuff from when I've done music over the last 2 decades. And so it only makes sense for me to help educate you guys and educate people who want to learn how to create music. And hopefully one day my children will see this and they'll learn how their dad actually makes the music and stuff like that. Because I really want them to understand why I'm the way that I am, how I think the way that I think, and why I allow them to do the things that they do regarding being creative and push them towards exploring themselves. So with that being said, make sure you guys subscribe. Make sure you guys like this video. Hopefully you watch it again and get something out of it. I hope to inspire some people to be creative. And I'll talk with you guys later. Peace.